All right. We are gonna, that's not what I wanted to do. We're gonna do this. All right. So here's the plan, right? So we are in Ignite session 7, capture leads with open house. So let me ask you, Holly, since you're here, um, open houses, have we done one yet? Okay. I have a feeling I know why. But look, have you been thinking about the open houses? Okay. Open houses are a big deal. Well, slow. So this is where we're gonna go. Slideshow. Let's see if I've got it. All right, there we go. All right. So this is a quote from the MREA, right? Nothing else about your business will have as big an impact on it as the number of leads you have, right? What you hear me talk about, what you see in Millionaire Real Estate Agent, really just anything. When it comes to the business, it's all about your lead flow. And so oftentimes I will ask agents, what's your 30, 60, and 90-day pipeline look like? Because that pipeline is your 30, 60, 90-day paycheck. And so that's why important. If you can control the lead and impact the lead, you're going to impact your paycheck, right? Here's what we've got to do though when it comes to getting leads, lead generating, or even approaching an open house, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to dispel the limiting belief. And so one might be, I don't have a listing to hold an open house, right? That's okay. Guess what? You're in an office, 200 agents who take listings, and they always have listings in and around our central Kentucky area to be able to learn how to do it, shadow, learn everything you need to know. You'll see people do a great job. You'll see people where you're like, maybe I wouldn't have done it that way. But ultimately, you're going to get reps. You're going to get better. I don't have any signs yet. Well, look, I've got a sign guy. If you need signs or you need help, come talk to me. We can sort out some signs. Here's the other thing. Let's say you don't have an open house because you don't have a listing, and you don't have any open house signs because you are brand new. Well, guess what? The agent who is inviting you to hold the open house for them probably does. I may not know the answers to questions visitors have. That's probably the biggest one. That was the biggest one for me. And that was something I'd overcome by just knowing that property inside and out. Okay. So if I was to do an open house, whether it was my own or if it was somebody else's, I went to the PBA. I got all the information I could on that house. I went to the Flex report, MLS, and I got the report on that. I got the seller's disclosure. I got any other documents. If there was something associated with that home, I knew about it. And I made a mission to know about it because I knew people were going to come in and they were going to ask me about it. Now, if they have general real estate questions, I also just wanted to make sure that I knew some things and we're out front of it. Sometimes they're asking about lending, lenders. Sometimes they're asking like random questions that are you're like, that's actually a question for somebody else, not a real estate agent, right? But not knowing the questions, not knowing the answers to questions, the visitor man, that's probably the biggest one, right? And then we've got two more. Open houses don't really work because most people look online. False. While they do look online, people want to see things in person. I'm sorry. There are very few people. Now, it did happen during COVID because COVID was absolutely insane. There are very few people who sit around and like, all right, I saw it on Zillow. Bye. They're gonna go see it in person. So open houses do work. And open houses are a great way for people to go tour homes and get a feel for that house, even after they spent 3 weeks looking at all the pictures online. And then this last one, this is very real, and I don't want to cheapen this at all. It's not trivial. It is something that matters. I won't feel safe, right? And we are a woman-led industry, and the reality is, male or female, sometimes people don't feel safe in an open house. They feel exposed. And we provide training for that. There's safety classes here and at the board, and we've got that Forewarn app for the address realtors that helps with that. We can screen people, things like that. Sometimes that's a little different with an open house, but if you door knock and you send things out, you can always check other people, right? So here's what I'll say. These are all valid thoughts to have, but they're not something that can't be overcome, right? All right, so when we think about an open house, who do you think benefits? Sellers, buyers, neighbor, or you the agent?
be the agent and buyers?
I think it's everybody,
Yeah.
right? It's everybody benefits, right? Because the
Yeah.
seller is getting their house marketed.
Yeah.
They've got potential buyers walking through. Buyers benefit because they get to see the home in person, right? They get to go see it. Neighbors benefit because if you get the home sold, potentially at a higher price, that helps property value, right? And then you the agent, right? You get some exposure, you get to market, you get face time with potential leads and potential clients. And so the benefits of an open house are very easy to look at, right? There's a reason why strategy plays a big role in open houses and people picking open houses as a lead source. So number one, generally speaking, open houses are cheap. They're very inexpensive. Now, what I would tell people is like, have a budget, doesn't have to be anything wild, but spend a little money on maybe some light refreshments. And get it done. Also, maybe as an agent, you know that there's an older person living in this home and maybe you pay to get the yard mowed before it happens. So do a little bit, think about it. Number two is a prospecting tool. It should generate leads. It's an opportunity for before the open house, day of the open house, and then follow up after the open house. You get an opportunity to touch your database, to talk to the doorknob, to get an opportunity to prospect. Number three, it's a high ROI. It's a big return on investment. Right? Like there's just a reality there where let's say you spent $100 throwing on an open house and you get a client from it, and the average commission right now is north of $7,500. Spend $100, got a client that went under contract, and got a commission of $75. It's a good ROI. And then four, qualified leads. The reason why I say qualified lead is because guess who gets to qualify them? This is a skill gap in our industry. We have a lot of agents who struggle with qualifying their clients. And they're like, oh, well, I think they're gonna buy, and originally I thought it was gonna be 3 months, now it's like 9 months. Well, then qualify. Ask some questions up front and then let them talk. People like to talk about themselves, right? And they're going to let you know where they're actually at if you ask the right questions. All right. So here's what's important when you go to approach an open house, right? First of all, you're going to set some sort of goal. You want to be purposeful, not just entrepreneurial. We're running a business. We're not just hustling. There's nothing wrong with hustling. Hustling can help pay the bills, but it's not sustainable. You want to run a business. So be purposeful, not entrepreneurial, right? We're going to think about our market numbers. Pick the house. Maybe you want to start in a lower income area. Just get a vibe, figure out how to do it. Then maybe, you know what, look, I want a higher end client. I want my average price point to go up. I'm going to look to get more listings at a higher price point. So I get on more open houses to attract more high level buyers. And if you don't have any high level listings, then you go work one for another agent. But pick the house, be strategic. Think about the market numbers. Consider inviting a speaker such as an inspector or lender. You want to feel a little safer. You want to feel like, hey, I'm not going to know the question. I'm not going to know the answers. Maybe an inspector or lender would ask. But if they come to my open house, well, guess who gets to answer those questions that I need a little support on, right? The inspector or the lender. So prepare and practice. Then we're going to be strategic and we're going to pick the right time, right? Are we going to do a Thursday night type happy hour type deal, wine and cheese open house, or Sunday afternoon? The three most common open house times in Central Kentucky are like Thursday between the 5 and 8 a.m. period, Saturday between the 1 and 5 period, and Sunday between that 1 and 5 period, right? It's just one of those things. All right, prepare stats, know your market. Here's the other thing. In addition to having some literature and some other things around the specific house, maybe have some material and some data and research ready to hand out to any prospective buyers around market stats, right? What are homes selling for in this area? How long are homes sitting on the market? Days on market's a big one. And here's the big one on being said, right? This is where you can do a lot to prevent, those feelings of unsafe. So number one, use a buddy system. That means you invite somebody. Maybe it's an agent friend, maybe it's your partner. I don't care who it is, but be safe. Don't feel like you can't have somebody with you. Arrive early. I absolutely despise it when agents have an open house at 1 and at 12:58, they're walking up to the home. Get there a little early, plan ahead, park on the street. We're not parking in the driveway. We don't want to get blocked in. But you also want other people to be able to park in the driveway. But definitely don't park in the driveway so you can't get blocked in. Check all entrances and exits, right? Know where the doors are, know where the windows are, know who, like, just know where and when people can come in, right? Make sure your cell phone is fully charged, that's the big one. Turn the lights on. This is a little outdated. Be safe, don't have to worry about COVID, but like, reality is cleanliness. Follow market center guidelines and checklists for open houses, right? And those are pretty straightforward. All right, we are flying through this. So the difference between big and really big is how you manage your time and focus, right? And what I would say is the enemy of great is good, right? A lot of people will settle for good and stop at attaining or reaching for greatness, right? This is how we're going to approach an open house. We're going to be prepared. We're going to use the open house as a prospecting tool to generate leads, and then we're going to pursue and follow up with those leads. So, right, preparing for an open house. Most of the work for an open house is done before the open house. You're going to prepare your mindset. You're going to practice conversations. Maybe it's not even around like the desired outcome for me hosting this open house isn't even that we have 20 people walk in. It's that I have 3 good conversations with somebody who walks in about their home buying future, right? And you attach a lower outcome just to get the momentum and the ball rolling, right? Week before open house prep. This is what it should look like. This is what a professional does. On a Monday, you're going to select which house you're going to do an open house for. Tuesday, you're going to post online. So you're going to announce open house 123 Main Street. Okay. We're going to walk the neighborhood, door knock, and let the neighbors know, hey, there's an open house this weekend. We'd love to see you out. Come see the space. We are looking for feedback. Wednesday, post online again. Install the open house yard sign. Thursday, post online again, and then invite your database. I don't care if there's 5 people in your database. Invite them. Friday, we're posting online again, preparing market stats. We're going to print flyers, and then maybe even door knock again, right? And here's what clients like to know when they come see you. In addition to having all that, like the specific house data and information, clients want to know community and neighborhood information. What's going on around there? Relocation information. What's it like to relocate? They're completely out of state. What information do they need to know? First time buyer specific. This is why having a lender there is key. If you can do that, if you can swing that, invite a lender, say, hey, I'm holding an open house, we'd love to have you there. I think at this price point, we're gonna have a lot of first time home buyers. Would love to give you a lead. And then number 4, the mortgage information. You're gonna be able to calculate for them based on the price that's listed, what their mortgage information would look like. All right. So we're preparing, but we're also planning to prospect. And when we prospect, we have to build trust and rapport. We have to build relationships. We have to connect. And the easiest way to connect with somebody is to lead with value. It's to give them something in return before asking them for something. And then, of course, when we prospect, we want to capture information and qualify leads. We want to know their wants, needs, desires, and timeline, right? Okay. Building trust and rapport. We're greeting everyone that comes in that door. We're going to engage in conversation, and we're going to be positive. I can't tell you how many agents just sit at the kitchen island or in the living room, hang out, and they're like, you can tell they don't want to be there, right? Engage in conversation, be positive, be bubbly, be hospitable. You're trying to paint a picture that that home is welcoming, so make sure you do it. Provide value, know your stats, know your market stats, understand personality types. Everybody's different, right? Has something to offer the visitors. Again, water, coffee, cookies, mini sliders. I don't know, but have something to give them, right? If you provide value or give them something, they're more inclined to give you their information so that you can then add them to your database. Capturing information and qualifying leads. Definitely have a sign-in sheet. You can use Command to help you set that up. I would also use the KW Consumer app, the white one. We're gonna ask questions. That's what we call a needs analysis. And the whole purpose of this, right? You gotta remember you're there to get leads and appointments. We're trying to help people, but we're also trying to help make money. Then pursue. This is what follow-up looks like. And all the magic is in the follow-up. Follow up and convert leads after open houses. Number one, update your database. Number two, follow up with all attendees. Number three, reevaluate the goals you set. Did you succeed? What changes will you make for next time? That's just doing an audit. How did this go? Did I have the 3 conversations? Yes, I did. And guess what? There were only 5 people there. So even though there was only 5, I still reached my outcome. Right? So some days, open house, shoot, your goal actually might be, hey, I want 40 people to walk through here. I'm going to be bummed if I don't, right? But then you got to put the legwork in to get 40 people there, right? And then here's the other thing. Sometimes weather, acts of God prevent people from coming. Sometimes you get a winter storm of 7 inches, another inch of ice, and then 3 more inches on top of that. And it prevents things from happening, right? All right. So you've got, I think, an activity in here where we're planning an open house. Is that right? Okay, let me take a look at these questions. All right. So what date and time do you think would be the best to open house in your market? Okay, what do you think?
That Thursdays from 5 to 8 and Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
5.
Yeah, Sunday afternoon, right? People are gonna, Sunday afternoon is probably the schedule, right? I personally would do a Sunday afternoon 2 to 4. Give people time to go to church, grab lunch, and then go looking for that. But you're also gonna wrap up for dinner, right? That's when I would hold it. Okay, what's the second?
Price range of the home you can show.
What do you wanna do? Where do you wanna start? $180?
Yeah.
Okay. So why don't you give yourself a range? Why don't we do 180 to 220? That's where we want to start. Why'd you pick that range? So on the lower end.
Yeah, I can feel like it's on the lower end, but not too low.
Right.
But I give myself a starting point. So
Yeah.
that's start somewhere, right?
Yeah, of course.
And then increase.
Right, of course. Yeah, here's what you're gonna get. A ton of first on. So the questions are going to be more of what you probably feel comfortable answering, right? How many visitors would you like the open house to generate?
20.
Okay. Why 20?
Like kind of a reasonable number, like not too many.
That's how many people you want to add to your database? Is that the goal, or
Yeah.
just maybe out of 20, I think I can have 5 good conversations?
Yeah.
Right? Just have an outcome, because if you don't, you're just gonna host it and you're gonna be like, you're not gonna have intent or purpose behind the conversation, right? And so we're gonna try to get 20 so that we can get, 5 that we can have a good conversation. Okay. How many leads do you plan to capture with your open house? We might have answered that just now. 5. Right. Okay. All right, what's that last question?
How many appointments do you plan to set as a result?
Okay. So we've had 5 great conversations. Out of that 5, what do we think appointment wise? We're three, that's good, yeah. Yeah, okay, that would put you at right around the 50% range, okay, which is a good range to be in. So when you're thinking about an open house, let's just say you're in that 200,000 range. And your goal is, hey, I wanna have 20 people there. And I want to be able to have at least 5 good conversations instead of at least 2 appointments, follow-up appointments. So if you do a 2 to 20 ratio, that's 1 for every 10, okay? Now tell me, what would be some of the things based on what you've learned today so far of how you would prepare for that open house?
I said, I made her, if she would come, but then if she can't come, I would print out. Some sheets to give people with maybe like market stats, neighborhood information, and first time home buyer.
Okay, I love it. How are you gonna market your open house?
Social media.
Okay, we're posting on social media a couple times.
And if it's my own open house, maybe. I don't know, how does that work with like signs, like can you put signs up there?
So it's not like an agent sign, it's an open, it's open house.
Okay.
So those are not branded and not agent specific, just put the open house on the, right? So you say put signs out, okay? What are you doing in the way of just do the neighbors? Are you doing anything with the neighbors?
So walk the neighborhood and door them.
Yeah, and invite them out. You're looking for feedback. You wanna know more about the neighborhood, right? And that's the other thing. Maybe they don't even come to the open house, but you talk to the neighbors and they tell you good information, because when somebody comes in and looks around, you're gonna have questions about the community and the neighborhood. Well, shoot, you talk to the neighbors and they live there.
Yeah.
So you've got good information on how things go.
Or maybe the neighbors know somebody who wants to move to that neighborhood.
That's exactly right. Maybe they wanna be able to help pick who lives there. Now, that's not really legal, but like, they might know somebody and lobby their friend to, hey, put an offer in, this is where we're at, right? All right, what are some ahas? What are some takeaways from generating leads from open houses?
Learn how to do the open house,
Okay.
when to do it. And your plan. Plan of action.
Here's the biggest thing, have a plan. Have a clear plan. Go through those 6 questions right there with every open house you got, ask yourself this thing. Prepare for it. Look, when people just, hey, we're gonna have an open house and they don't do anything other than just show up on that day. They're not really serious, right?
Right.
You need to take advantage of, I'm going to be purposeful, I'm going to have intent behind this. I want to win, even if it's not your listing, you wanna bring a buyer, right?
Right, yeah.
So like at the end of the day, we're trying to market and get that home sold.
Okay, then, right.
All right, what's one other aha? What's one thing we're gonna take away and potentially implement?
Been preparing. Okay. Being safe.
Yeah, that's a good one, actually.
Yeah.
Be safe. Figure out how, look, I'm a lady. I'm going in here. My lender can't be here. So what am I gonna do to make sure that I'm safe? But not just that, but my people are safe. People who are gonna walk through.
Can you bring like mace or something?
Yeah. I know a lot of realtors who carry, so. Most do. Okay. Have you had a chance to go over this test system with anybody? What this looks like, what it means?
Yes.
Okay. All right, yeah, so here's what we would like you to be able to do as a manager, especially when you're taking one things. Have 10 conversations around real estate. So check and see how many times I've had a conversation around real estate. Add contacts. It could be 10, it could be 2, it could be 5, I don't care. Add somebody to your database every day. Even if it's just one person, right? Handwritten notes. Easiest way to build trust and rapport is if you are intentional and purposeful with your database. Handwritten notes go a long way. They get all kinds of automated stuff. They get emails, spam to them. Handwritten notes go at a deeper level of care and trust in my mind. And then the 10-5-1 social media engagement. You know what the 10-5-1 is?
10 interactions.
Okay.
I think, like likes or hearts. 5. 5 comments.
Yeah. And then one post. Yeah. One post on your own, okay? All right. By the way, if you do that, you're gonna be in good shape. Here's something to keep in mind. I think there's a lot of fear when people reach out to potential clients of like, I don't want to bother them, I don't want to be a burden. You know, they don't want to talk to me. If you approach it like this, I think this is huge. I engage every conversation in the spirit of contribution, and people are happy to be in a relationship with you, right? I engage every conversation in the spirit of contribution, you're adding to them, and people are happy to be in a relationship, right? Like, it's easy to buy the lie that they're not, but I would say they are. Okay. All right. Here's what I want you to spend a couple minutes doing. I want you to think, spend 5 minutes. I want you to name 10 people that in the next week you're gonna reach out to. You're gonna reach out to with the intention of just starting a conversation, doesn't have to be real estate investment. But starting a conversation where you're checking in on it. And then ultimately you continue that conversation with that follow-up to have a conversation around real estate. Maybe you're asking them, hey, are you planning to buy, sell, or invest? Or if they know anybody who is, because you're ready to get rolling and you now have a license to sell and you're ready to, okay? So I want you to be very purposeful. And I want you to think of 10 people in your world who we're gonna talk to. And if I just really just start out, hey, it's been a minute, I just wanna check in on you, your family, how's everybody doing? How's work? What are you doing for fun? Got any of these plans for the summer? Right? What 10 people do you want to contact? So I'm gonna let you figure that out and then we're gonna keep going. And you just let me know when you're done. We good? You got 10?
Okay. This thing right here, yeah.
All right, let's go. Good. So you've lined out some work. You've prepared your conversation list. Okay. Here's what I want you to do. All right. I want you to just read a name there. I want you to tell me a little bit about that person. And I want you to tell me what your approach is going to be. Okay.
So, and he did tell me he's looking to that they upgrade outside next year. So I'm gonna reach out to him, let him know about the real estate.
Yeah.
This-
I'm ready to roll.
Yeah,
We're going to get you all squared away tomorrow. So. Okay. So your approach is like, hey, I know we chatted a little bit.
Yeah.
Chatting with baby. I want you to get settled in. How's it going? Right? How's it doing?
right.
How are the other kids activating that with the baby around? Anything you need? All right.
Right.
Look. Great. I love. All right. You say you need this. I'll make sure I drop it off the next week. In the meantime, I know we talked about you might be looking. I want you to get settled. I want you to feel like you're in a good spot. The second you're ready, I'm ready to go. Let's go look. Let's go find that next place for you. Okay. Then you'll really you'll get a chance to understand what his real timeline is. Okay. And then you can start keeping up and following up as he needs to. Right. Okay. What else we got? All right. We're at the point where we're gonna go into that next session. I'm gonna run to the restroom. If you want a drink, coffee, or snack, we'll have that out, and then I'm gonna be right back. And we'll start session 8.
Yeah. Wake up.
You can just make a note, hey, this is. Yeah. Yeah. Who sends it to him?
Bill just texted me also, he said he will attend the call tomorrow too.
So Bo will be on it?
Yeah. he said-
All right, then you don't need me actually.
Okay.
If Bo's gonna be on, you're good to go.
He said-
Okay.
but
It's all good. He was in today. For a brief. Yeah. All right. All right, let's rock with. All right. This is something you probably should teach me actually. Capture leads to social media. Yeah, I feel like you do a little bit better job than I do. I don't post very often, right?
Yeah.
All right. And here's what I'll say. I've been telling people this more and more, and I've seen it be done at a higher level more and more. It's okay to have a business Facebook page. Like have it, link it to your website, it's good
Right.
to collect reviews. But honestly, people don't connect or resonate with your business page.
Yeah,
They like Holly because Holly's Holly. Like they
Right.
want to hear from your person. And here's what I'm gonna tell you, if you have any concern around, like, I don't wanna, saturate my Facebook feed with a bunch of real estate stuff, I don't wanna buy one, brings a big, look, they support you or they don't. And here's the other thing, you're a real estate agent. You're a realtor now, the reality is you're gonna be doing that. But you're also still gonna be a mom, you're still gonna have your interests, you're still gonna travel, you're still gonna talk about other things other than real estate. But it's what makes you relatable, like people work with people they know. And if all you ever post is from your business page and it's just like. Here's the top 5 reasons to buy, or here's, you don't like do that, 100% do that. But it can't be the only thing. And people gotta know your real estate from your personal page, right? All right, it takes time to learn something, more time to implement it, and even longer to approach mastery. Here's the reality of real estate and social media. It's just consistent. If you post every day, if you call every day, if you just do it over and over and over, time on task over time is bulletproof. Real estate's simple, it's just not easy. People go 3 months posting every day, there's a drop off. And then they lose that mind share, they lose that market share, and they don't stay consistent. You gotta post every day. Ask these YouTubers, right?
yeah,
Like, they're putting out content every day, and if they're not shooting every day, they shoot like a 2-hour thing, and then they're posting reels every day. So, like, social media is a huge part of being successful in real estate these days, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever, you gotta do it.
I think my problem is too, I feel like, do, maybe like, kind of perfect about it, because I want like the perfect scenario, say I'm talking about a house or something, and I want to be in a house with a nice background, but I think that's what I need to like. I just gotta post anywhere. Like,
Yeah, look,
if
maybe
you can.
it's from the office.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like, hey, I'm walking into the office, I'm taking a training on XYZ, so I can help serve you and my clients better. Yeah, great day. Maybe it's like, oh my gosh, I'm in the pickup line at school. And right after I pick up these kids, they're going with me on a show. Because we got homes to sell, and people need that extra money. So like, it doesn't matter.
Yes.
Like, you gotta document your life.
Okay.
Right? That's what you're doing. You're just documenting what you're doing. So like, you might post 2 times a day. You might post walking into your doctor's appointment saying like, hey, I got this cold, I'm gonna get right, and we're gonna get back to selling homes, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, like sometimes it's
Right.
very simple,
Yeah.
but it's like people wanna hear from you every day or consistently at least. Sometimes it's not even every day. If somebody knows, oh my gosh, Holly posts that market of the moment every Wednesday at 9. Well, post that market of the moment every Wednesday at 9, and people are going to be on the lookout for it, right? And this is a conversation around the 10-5-1 engagement system, right? This is why we do it. Social media is a powerful marketing tool. You know that. I know that, right? Expand your sphere with your smartphone. That's what everybody's doing, anyways. They're always on it, whether we like it or not. And then engage with your people, right? Comment, like, make a post. 10 likes or loves. I'm a love guy.
Yeah.
I don't just like things. Then we're going to connect 5 comments. And here's the trick on the comments. The algorithm knows this. You want to make 5 comments that have 5 words,
Okay.
right? You're not just going to put emojis on that.
Right.
We're not just putting, hey, I'm going to comment on this lady's post. It's going to be 3 fire emojis. So even though I do that, I'm calling myself out. You want to have 5 words, 5 comments of 5 words or more. And then we're going to make a post about us, what we're doing, what we're up to. Maybe we're at the lake because we just sold that house. Work with me. I get things done. Then you can come on the boat with me. All right. I think we're too early in session 8 to do ahas. All right. Here's what we're doing. Man, I think we just talked about it. The 80-20 posting principle, right? 80's personal. It's about Holly. What's going on in your world? 20% business. You need to be relatable. But people can't forget that you're not in real estate. They gotta know. They need to think, man, Holly, badass woman. And they need to say, she's an agent,
Right.
right? We need to know those things about her, right? So 80% personal, 20% business. All right, 80%. Pets? I don't know. You got pets? That's all good. I don't either. You into art?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe you're scoping out the next art. Maybe you're an artist. Maybe that's what you do on the side. My wife's an artist. I'm not creative in that way. I can't sing. I can't dance. I'm not artistic. I love all of it. I'm just not good at it. Cooking, baking, wrestling. A ton of people do that.
Yeah.
You saw their code. Everybody and their brother was out making sourdough. But look, you might be cooking something else up. Exercising and working out. I see a lot of agents. That's an itch for them. And it keeps their mind right, keeps their body right, keeps them with their day on track. Outdoor adventures, live music, team sports. Everybody in their brother also posts about UK. Hey, I know a bunch of people who are like, hey, here's the UK basketball schedule and all my real estate information, right? You need to post about things you're doing, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what your interests are, but your people need to know, right? Because they want to be able to relate. They want to see themselves in their realtor. Right? 20%. Real estate business posts. We're talking about listings. We're talking about open houses. Any kind of awards you've gotten. I don't even care if it's a certificate for doing the training. Post about it.
Right.
I spent 3 hours at Bluegrass Realtors. You better believe I'm going to post about it. Right? I'm going to earn that. Speaking events. Do any speaking? And maybe you're doing like a career fair at your former middle school or high school, whatever. Go talk. Go find a space to talk to people about real estate. I like this one. This is you going above and beyond. This is 110%, right? 10% community service. Right? What are you passionate about? Is there a mission, a nonprofit, a church? What is it that you want to go and serve and volunteer? It's who we are as a company. We shut the offices down in May on Gary's birthday, right around Gary's birthday, and we go serve our community. We volunteer for the full day, and we're putting in work. You got to serve your community. How are you giving back? Right. The whole reason why I want to make money is because I want to give to my church, I want to give to my nonprofit, and I want to give back to my community. All right. Any takeaways? Any ahas from that?
Community service. I haven't even thought about that one.
Right. I'm sure you're passionate about something,
Yeah.
right?
For sure.
Where would you if let's say, look, work this week's been great. I've been grinding. Friday I've got wide open.
Right.
I'm gonna go volunteer. Where would you go?
I would probably go get blankets to the homeless or something.
Okay.
I just see so many people out here and it's too cold.
Yeah, first of all, it's cold,
Yeah.
right? And then there's that opportunity, right? And I think that's good. That's important. Okay. All right, social media strategies. Connect with people you know, who have you, or you do have met in one way, shape, or form, right? You go to a networking event, every name you remember, get on Facebook or Instagram and add them, right? I don't know how many, like, but just taking this job alone.
Yeah.
I honestly, I probably tripled my Facebook friends.
Yeah.
But now I've got like 3,000 people like, if I make a post and the opportunity to interact with. So connect with people you know, or just acquaintances, people you network with, maybe you have one good conversation. Just send that Facebook request, post about your neighborhood. Here's what every agent probably feels on some level. They wanna own their neighborhood. Like, if you had a neighbor and you saw another agent sign pop up in your yard, you're gonna be like, what in the world,
Right.
right? Know your neighborhood, post about your neighborhood, let your neighbors know that you're in real estate, even if you're not going around door knocking and saying, hey, if you ever wanna buy or sell, I'm your guy, because I'm
Right.
your neighbor.
Yeah.
You don't even have to do that, but if you're posting about, hey, here's what's going on in the Andover neighborhood.
Right.
Events coming up, festivals that are close, new businesses open up, like less than a half mile down the road, post about your neighborhood. Use pictures, right? Can't just be long form or short form words, you need to use images. We're gonna congratulate new homeowners, you know what you do when you congratulate new homeowners? You're plastering a billboard saying you helped somebody find the dream. You got it done, you're close, you can make it happen, right? That's what that does, post about listings. These can be yours or someone else's, if it's somebody else's, you just need to make sure that you tag them.
Okay.
And then it's generally best practice to ask, like, hey, you got a beautiful listing. My mascot, say, hey, Scott, you got a beautiful listing in Nicholasville, I'd love to repost it, can I do that? Just get the sign up. And then we're gonna engage, you're gonna make the post, and then people are gonna like it, and maybe even comment, and then you're gonna go and comment and like and reply, and all that, right? All right, we're highlighting your business. Think about hyper local information. You think that the Chevy Chase area is different than Amber? Real estate is hyper. Still hyper local, but if you go that way over to Tuscany, you've got houses in the $1 million price range. And if you just go 5 minutes that way, Polo Club, you got it half that, right? You got different people living over there that live more or less than a mile away. Right? Real estate is hyper local. Think about hyper local information. The price point here in 40509 might be different than 40503. In fact, it definitely is, right? Utilize tech development, right? Command, AI, whatever it is, utilize it. Use it to your advantage. People write their marketing remarks on their listings all the time today, right? And then we're going to post client testimonials. Here's what we can't do. We can't post client testimonials if we don't have any clients, right? We can't post client testimonials if we're not asking our clients about their feedback and their experience that they had with us, right? Don't post and ghost. This is what I would struggle with. I might make a post here or there, and then I'm like, peace out. Social media for the day, but engagement creates engagement, right? Don't post and ghost. Talk to your people. That's why you make a post. People like it. They comment. You like their comment, and then you reply back. Participate in online community. This is a big one. There's a ton of people who get leads off Facebook groups. There's a guy, I want to say he's 21 years old, and he does about 30 million in volume. And the whole reason why he's got a ton of business is created a Facebook group. He's the only realtor in it. He has his lender partner in it, and everybody else are people interested in northeastern short-term rental. Right? He lives in Maine. And he gets a ton of people, and he sells a bunch of short-term rentals. It's his business. It's niche. He created an online Facebook group, added 3,000 people, and he gets about $30 million of volume out of it. That's insane. Right? All right. Dang, we're flying through this. All right. We're gonna do this. So, yeah. What you just posted? What'd you post?
I posted.
Was it real estate?
Yes, it was.
Okay, what did we post?
I posted. On my story, I have Did you know shopping around for mortgage can save you thousands over the Bible?
Okay, when did you post that?
2 hours ago.
2 hours ago, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
and then.
But that was a story, that wasn't like a post
Then I
post?
made an actual post. as well.
Ah, okay, okay. Had anybody like it?
Not yet. I just made it an hour ago,
Was it on your business page or personal?
personal,
Okay,
but I put top 5 neighborhoods in Lexington, it's actually free out professional,
okay.
and
Did that get any engagement?
not yet.
Okay, go back on your feed
Okay,
and tell me, okay, I made this post a week ago, somebody liked it. or not.
is it real estate related or?
It doesn't have to be.
I made a post from the baby shower, Taylor
Okay.
baby shower, with Rosemary.
Let's go.
And AW come.
Let's go. When you
And
got engagement,
yeah, I got 26 reactions and 8 comments.
let's go. Well, good. That's what we need to do more of, right? Like, you tagged your workplace in it, but it was like, it was a personal event, right? It was a friend event. All right, more strategies for social media. This first one's huge, right? Be authentic. Right? Number 2, don't be a jack of all trades. You don't gotta know everything. You can be a specialist. You can know 2 things. Right? But 20 people want to reach out to you about your expertise on those 2 things. Right? Embrace video. All right, this is a truth I've had to say. You look how you look, and you sound how you sound. And it's better to just go live
Yeah.
and make that post. If you start thinking, "Oh, let's do it in 5 takes, let's have this script, like just get on there and talk. People want to know, again, that you're human, that you're not perfect, actually. And embracing video does that. Like, here's what I would do. Let's say Monday, you're like, all right, I'm gonna do this open house at 153 Main Street. Tuesday, I'm going live. Going live. Around that golden hour, people are getting ready for dinner. Or they're about to eat, or they just wrapped up dinner. And they're like scrolling on their phone. They're on their couch. They're scrolling, I'm gonna go live then. Like, hey, people. You should know. I've been busy. Helping my people. And I'm gonna have an open house at this address on Saturday. Please tell everybody. Here's some great features of the home. It's in this neighborhood. It's at this price point. You don't want to miss it. If you know somebody or if you're interested, be there or reach out and we'll have a conversation. Use analytics to optimize your posts. You can boost posts. You post on Facebook, even Instagram, you can track what engagement. Right?
Right.
You can get those insights. And then number 5, ask for help. See what other people are doing at work. And here's the other thing. Here's the other thing. There are agents who, in my opinion, have tremendous social media followings. And they might be completely different in their strategy. You might have somebody who's just off the wall crazy, playing a bit, playing the character, but it gets engagement. She gets business from it. Or you might have just people who are like, hey, every other day, I'm on Facebook, I go live and I give 2 minutes of just market data and research. And people will follow for that.
Right.
Right? It doesn't have to be a million things. You can choose your niche and just roll with it. All right, recap. 10 hearts or likes, 5 comments of 5 words or more, 1 post about yourself. And then also maybe we're talking about what we're doing in the community, how we're serving people, right? People want to know that you're not just out making money, that you're serving your community. All right, what takeaways? What aha?
Making videos or going live, and like I said, don't hurt about what you look like. That's a problem. I mean, that's a problem with me, because like I said,
It's a
I want
problem
to
with
be like
everybody.
perfect. Yeah.
But here's the other thing. can I just be honest with you?
Yeah,
When you see somebody who gets on video
yeah,
and they're all perfect, you know deep down that they're not really perfect, right?
right, yeah,
You know, man, that was a really good video, but I'd like to see her an hour before she shot that video,
yeah,
right?
right.
Or what she looked like when
I'll
she
be
first
taking
went
it
there.
to.
Right, like I just, you
Yeah.
know, like there's something about being authentic and real that I think is better and more beneficial, right? Sorry, I'm getting a call. Okay. All right, let's see what else we got. All right, this is your daily success system. Make sure we're doing this today. All right, this is a good reminder. If you don't have the screenshot or highlighted in your book, you need to. This is just something important, I think, as you navigate this conversation. Okay. Here's what I want you to do. I want you on somewhere in your book, come up with your next 5 posts on social. 4 of them are personal. We're on that 80-20. We're gonna talk, we're gonna think about what our next 5 posts are. 4 of them are gonna be personal, one's gonna be work related. I want you to write that down. I want you to spend 5-10 minutes working on your next 5 social media posts. And bonus, if you schedule, like if you say, all right, tomorrow at 10 a.m., I'm gonna post this. You know, Saturday, I know I'm gonna be at this concert, I'm gonna post this, right? So plan your next 5 posts. Good.
Yes.
What do we got?
Okay, so today at 6 p.m. I'll make a post about helping my kids with their ACI homework.
Let's go.
Doing their homework. Tomorrow, 6 p.m. cooking taco soup.
Let's go.
Um,
Taco soup sounds good.
on the 17th at 8 a.m. I post, hopefully letting people know that I did get my real estate license
Okay.
and a market update.
All right.
And then the fourth one on the 17th at 6 p.m. post about top affordable travel destinations right now.
Okay.
And then on the 18th at 8 a.m. post my exercise routine.
Okay. That's perfect. That's perfect. Are you gonna do it?
Yes.
All right, commit to it. Get it done, girl. And see how it happens. All right. I think that's it. What's your takeaway? What are you excited about?